Morning and a very humble namaste to one and all. My name is Sanvi from Bharati Vidya Bhavan's Public School, and today I'm here to interview our respected Vice Principal Ma'am, Madhavi Lata Ma'am, on water sustainability, which is our group topic. Okay, Ma'am. Firstly, good morning, Ma'am. Good afternoon, Ma'am. And how would you promote water conservation among students and staff?
The very first thing I want to congratulate you people,
Thank you.
and you are continuing the legacy of our Bhavans with taken the very important projects which are very important to the society.
Yes.
Okay, so from ages, almost all batches of students, they are all doing this. I'm happy that you are continuing this. Okay, you asked how the school is going to take initiative
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the water conservation
Among students.
among
How can we
students.
encourage this among students?
The very basic thing, I'm very proud to say our Bhavanites are very ready to take up any such sort of a challenges. Okay, so it's a sort of a situation whenever, wherever it is required. All our staff members, either it is during their lesson teachings way or whenever it is possible and whenever it is applicable, our teachers are making our students to get aware with the uses of water. So keeping that in mind, almost I can say 90% of our students are very, very careful while they are making use of the water in our premises, especially in the toilets and all, even drinking water also. So school has provided RO facilities and everything.
Yes.
But 90% of the students, they are not at all misusing. Okay, so once if you are giving any one sentence, whether it is given by the principal, or it may be a vice principal, or it may be the teacher, or even the elderly, our cabinet members also. Any people, if they are going, just loitering around the all the classes and all, just once one information, if they are giving to the students,
They're following it.
they are following it just like that.
Yes.
So really, in that way, we are very much thankful to even our cabinet people also. All our students are taking up this responsibility with utmost importance, and they are conveying the message. So whether it is in the toilets or a drinking water, to my knowledge, my students are not at all wasting at all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's really good to hear. And can you share any successful water saving initiative that has been taken in the school and implemented in the past, or any plans for the future?
So again, implementation of conservation of water. I'm so proudly I can say our Ramadevi madam, almost she worked here as a principal for around 22 years.
Yes.
Okay, so under her guidance, we have taken up so many projects. As a physics teacher, I myself was totally involved in conservation of energy methods. And under the NCRT project, once we have taken up 5 different projects, all the teachers with the students. It's not only 1-2 students. It is a group of students, section wise. So if I have taken up conservation of energy, under that particular concept, 3 different conservations I did, with one electrical energy, one with the fuel energy. So like that, and another is the solar energy. My colleague Sucharita, she has taken up. And I myself have involved 3 section 10th students. B, C, G, 3 section students. Each section, they dealt with different form of energy conservation. So likewise, under the NCRT project, some group, another group have taken up the conservation of water methods. So under that particular aspect, and once even for this Wipro project also, I myself have taken up water conservation with what is this called, groundwater,
Harvesting.
rainwater harvesting system.
Yes.
So near our computer block, near our hostel, we used to have a hostel long back.
Yes.
Now that we are using it as a Nachiketa Southern. So there also we are having, and near the canteen also we are having. We have provided all these things. Okay, so we are trying to collect all the rainwater. Instead of misusing that, we are collecting that and we are using for all the domestic purposes and especially gardening purpose. As you are aware, almost we are having 30,000 species of plants in our entire campus. So entire credit goes to Ramadevi madam and her team.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a major rainwater harvesting system we are having. So in that way, we are collecting water and reusing the water. Okay.
We are actually very fortunate, ma'am, that we are studying in the school where everything about environment and ecosystem is so perfectly taken care of. Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to the next question. How do you plan to ensure that school meets all the water management standards and regulations?
What?
How do you plan to ensure that school meets all water management standards and regulations?
Okay. So God's grace, we are getting water supply, even if it is an alternate days also, for almost some 5 to 6 hours, I think. If I'm not wrong, 5 to 6 hours continuously we are getting that water. So that water only we are making use as a drinking water. So majority for us, for the school purpose, actually our strength is almost around 2,500, right from nursery to class 10th. So God's grace, the water, whatever we are receiving, 100% it is of useful to us, and we are making use of that. There is no wastage at all, and it is sufficient for us. So till date, never we felt any sort of a inconvenience providing water to all the campus members.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, is the school's water management system sustainable and cost effective at the same time?
Definitely. See, that's what when I quoted this rainwater harvesting system, only once we spent some money over that, that's it.
Yes.
Almost, I think this is, if I'm not wrong, almost it is 8 to 10 years back. Okay. Till date, nothing we have spent over that. Only once I asked that the company members to come and clean that filters and all, because they wanted to, because I got a little doubt. So that because the charcoal will be there, which will be filtered the water inside that. So for that purpose, only once or twice I called that members so that they can see whether the entire system is working or not. I have not spent anything after that. Only initially I spent money over that. Long years I am using without any extra amount paying over that. So obviously it's a cost effective only for
Yes,
me.
ma'am. That's a really proud thing when we know that the same method is being used from many years. Like we are able to sustain it, and as well as it is cost effective. We are saving our money.
And one more thing,
time.
proudly I can add a piece from our school. We have donated this sort of a system to the underprivileged. There is actually one government school is there in the Gachibowli. So we have donated this entire water purification system to them.
Yes, ma'am. That's really.
So you know, our school participates and involves in so many volunteer activities.
Yes, ma'am.
To the government school children and underprivileged children and all. We are doing so many things. So in that, this is one thing we did that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so how do you plan to handle, as you've already mentioned, there has never been any water emergency in our school. But in case, like, worst case scenario, if we ever have an emergency in the supply of water, how do you plan on handling that?
That's what already I mentioned. Already our school has established way back. It is 1979. Okay? 1979 to till date, never we come across with such sort of situation. But probably during summer it will be there, the water scarcity will be there, but that time anyhow my children won't be there. Okay, so in that way I'm so thankful to God that we are not giving any inconvenience to the students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
We always
but the water whatever supplied during that summer months, that is sufficient for the members who are all only office people and some class for IMS and all will be there. That will be sufficient for us. Suppose if it is in case of any emergency, suppose see generally during sports day and all, to water our entire ground, otherwise it will be a dusty.
Yes.
Okay, so that time instead of wasting this supplied water, we will get the GHMC tankers we will bring, So we are making use of the tankers to water the ground before the sports day. So only at that time only, till date, whenever it was necessary, we are just procuring water from the GHMs.
Yes, we are actually
Otherwise,
lucky to never have
God's grace, it should continue like this only without any difficulty, provided, because anyhow my children are so having a lot of awareness, and they're all so responsible. So there is no misuse of water anywhere. So we'll try to go ahead with some more sort of conservative methods, so that usage as well as water level increasing also will take care. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your answers were truly informative and helpful, and thank you for your
But
patience.
I
in answering.
want, as a Indian, and as of this present generation, everyone should have that responsibility, whether it is your home or it is your office or anywhere, wherever you are going, the moment you find any sort of a misuse of the any sort of a source of energy, not only the water, whether it is a power or it is a wind energy or whatever it may be, the moment you find any sort of a misuse of energy, you have every right to make a other person to understand what it is and how it has to be done.
Yes.
One small example I'll tell you. In my apartments, generally children, they are fond of playing in the lift, that lift game.
Yes, ma'am.
Not only children, sometimes even elderly people also. Why we are paying? No, many are having that wrong concept of paying the money. Okay, so we are paying, so we are just, but no one is having that right to misuse that form of any form of energy.
Resources belong to
Okay,
everyone.
yeah, it's a nature's gift for us, so which has to be used in a judicious way.
Yes.
So you have every right, wherever you observe, immediately you stop them and tell it should not be. Okay, nobody tells anything. Even if they say also, you try to convince them why you are saying. Definitely they will listen to you. Then only we will be successful. Okay.
Yes,
Always success depends upon the way how we are convincing others. So the secret is that only, which is there in my students. That much bharosa I can give. Done?
That was truly
Love you, children.
inspiring.
Love
ma'am.
you. Continue, Nama.